What's up, Broncos country? This is Tim Dog with the Mile High Outkast, coming from the Orange and Blue Network. Thank you very much, Johnny, for putting this on. I have a great partner that's co-hosting with me, Mile High Medlock. I grew up with him, known him since we were freshmen. We go way back. He knows all his sports. He knows pretty much anything about anything, if basketball, baseball, football, you name it. Great guy. We know each other's families very well. We're like brothers. Just thankful for the opportunity to be here on our first show, the Mile High Outcast. Once again, shout out to everybody out in the network, Broncos Bros and the rest, all of them. Libre, Johnny, Jay, all of you guys. Thank you guys for your support to getting us on. And I'm going to get us in.
In the shadow of the Rockies where the orange burns bright, we ride with the outlaws under stadium lights. Mile high, we fly, no chains combined. This podcast a rocket and the altitude's kind.
Turn it up, let the city feel the bass. Every word's a touchdown, every beat's a chase. With a mile high outcast, Broncos we broadcast. Climbing, never falling fast. Full of mile high blast.
What's up, fella? Oh, how you guys doing today? Mile High Medlock, Joe.
What's up? What's up? Ready to get it cracking, man. First episode. So, yeah, definitely hyped up for that, man.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this with me. Much love, much appreciation.
Yeah. Like I said, when you asked, I was like, hey, who else would I want to do it with? One of the only ones only ones I would expect to do it with. So for sure, like you said, known you since high school, and we parents live down the street from each other. They hang out together too. So yeah, definitely looking forward to this.
So, Joe, I want to touch on the name Mile High Outcast. Would you like to start, or would you want me to?
I can start it. So
Go ahead.
we were in probably like junior year or in between junior and senior year, and a couple of me and my friends, Homer and Drew, had went over to a little smaller school to play basketball, and just because we weren't getting no time at Northland High School, so we transferred over there, and we were gonna do a summer jam team, and we asked you to play with us, and I can't remember exactly how we came out with the name Outkast, but that was our jam team name, and yeah, we balled out in there.
Yeah. So we were playing big schools in Summer Jam League, which shout out to Coach, which is Joe's dad, Medlock's dad. And we ran with just street ballers. We were playing huge schools, Horizon, Cherry Creek. I mean, you name it, we were playing them. They were having squads of like 12. I don't know what the max was, but their bench was maxed. And we were rolling with like 9 maybe on a good day. If everyone showed up, it was 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a group of the homies, good friends, and we just got together, formed a team. Your dad coached us up very well. Joe was the point guard on that team, and so he was always taking the ball up. And just a group of friends having fun. We were even mentioned in the paper, expect the Outcasts to cast out in the playoffs, like to the other team. Yeah, casting teams out. There you go. And that got our fuel, going, right, Joe?
Oh, that's how we started. We were decent in the season, but like you said, some games we even had to run 4-on-5. So I mean, we were short. no subs, a couple of games. But when we got in the tournament, we showed out. We beat the number one team, Cherry Creek. We went to overtime with them, and once we got in overtime, we handled business and took them out. And we didn't end up winning the championship because that once we beat the number one team, we were high on our horses. And the team that we lost to in the championship, I think we'd already beat that team. We beat them like twice, and we just let them. We weren't on our games. We had some fun the night before too, so it was it was a fun time though. We like I said, we beat the number one team. We showed out, and that's how we came up. That's how the Outkast name came about.
Yeah, and he's not lying. We did play 4-on-5 when they had a whole bench of substitutes, and we played the whole game, and it was just a great time. I mean, we were already friends. Definitely already friends. But that time together, to me, Joe, it kind of bonded more. You know what I mean? Because, we were not only hanging out and, but we were balling out on the streets. And then we took it to the gym, which was nice because, street ball and gym, we kind of had to figure that part out. You know what I mean? And then your dad helped us with that, with the thing. So once again, shout out, Coach. Are you ready to get into the show?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys, we have a guest coming up. I'm going to bring him up right now, and I guarantee you all know him. What's up, Johnny?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Good.
Oh, man. Well, for those that don't know me, I'm the Mile High Viking. I run the Orange and Blue Network, and had the, and Tim Dog was gracious and was like, hey, you want to join us for our first episode and just kind of hang around with us? I was like, shoot, I put so much work into getting this show ready over the last few days. Yeah, I'll jump on.
Yeah, we appreciate all that hard work. Before we get into any topics, I want to, for the program, Rise, shout out to Dak. He's the one that came up with our logo. Johnny tweaked it up a little bit. Just shout out to both of you guys. Looks great. Got nothing but love for you guys.
All I did was add a little bit of spice to his design. That's it. So yeah, big shout out to Dak for his design.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Cowboy game. We got the offense going, right, Joe?
Yeah. Do you want to shout out? Do you want to shout out somebody first?
Yeah. So our segment is so we're gonna go into first and tailgate. Is gonna be our first segment, and then who else to give a shout out to? But Libre, the tailgate king. I think Johnny can agree with that.
Oh shit. I love me some Libre, man. Getting to hang with my boy. I love going to the tailgate. I spend the whole time there. Nobody tailgates like Libre tailgates. So it's such an awesome time. So yeah, absolute monster, dude.
Yeah, Joe's got to get out there and definitely go meet Libre. He's been watching his podcasts.
Yeah. I definitely need to get out there and experience that tailgate in person, and we might be doing that next Thursday. So
we might be doing that next Thursday. So this was my third tailgate with Libre. The week one I went with my brother George, and we went. Tailgate was awesome. I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I've been to a tailgate, but Libre's is something special. So had a blast there. Dak, Johnny, Jay, they were all in town for the Giants game, and I only tailgated. I didn't go into the go. You guys don't know how sad it is when you have to walk away from the stadium before kickoff. Let me tell you. But it was still a blast. And then me and my brother George, we went to the Dallas game, and man, we were feeling like we were late. We were like, it's 10:30. We're pulling up, and it's like 10:30, and it's like kickoff was until 2:30, and we're like, man, those 4 hours flew by. I'm not telling you, that's how great of a time it was.
And there's your boy George on the screen right now. First comment of the show.
Some brother George says, "Hey, the Mile High Outcast. Appreciate you, George, for being here."
Shy Vargas.
Shy's in the house. He says, "Hey, back. Appreciate you coming through."
Cell Block D.
Uncle Todd in the house. He said, "Yeah, that's my nephew, Tim Dog. He's like a prodigal son to me. Go Broncos, and I got nothing but love for Joe too."
What's up, Uncle Todd? The next comment, we might as well hop into it too. We got somebody come, Virgil, watching from over in the pond, over in Manchester. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it, Virgil. You can keep.
I haven't seen Virgil's name in our comment stream in a while, so it's actually real cool to see Virgil popping in.
Hell yeah, especially on our first one.
That's right. You guys have already gone international. It's your first episode, and you're already international.
That's how we do.
We got Jay in the house. What's up, Jay? How you doing? He says, "Gentlemen, so excited for the debut. Orange and blue for life. Love that Murray Fleury jersey, Medlock."
The blue arrow.
Sexy.
The blue arrow.
Sexy.
Also, the all lead behind you. Is pretty good, man.
I'm trying.
That's dope, dude.
We got Fanatic Dak, the Mile High Outcast. Let's go. Appreciate you, Dak. We're putting up the next one real quick. Although, to be honest, I miss Story Daniel.
That's a good one. Thanks for the laugh, Virgil.
That's great. Joe, you want to do two more, and then we'll get to what we got to get into?
Yeah. We got another Bronco Orange and Blue Network person right here, 6'10" Mexican. He does the Wednesday shows and the Friday shows with Libre. Thank you. And then we got J.R. Shire. He says, "Hey, Johnny."
That's my buddy JR right there. I love you, brother. Miss you since you moved away. But I hope you're doing well. So, nice. All right.
So we're going to get into our second segment here. This one is called Mile High Memories. And what this one is about is me or Joe will pick a certain person. It doesn't have to be Bronco, but Mile High, right? Choose a certain individual to talk about, how you feel, what you liked about him, whatever you want to talk about. Joe is the first one to bring up the very first Mile High memory. So go ahead, Joe.
My Mile High memory is we're kind of gonna do two. We'll do a quick recap of shouting out Demaryius Thomas. A couple weeks ago. Yep. Got him in the Ring of Fame. Had the ceremony. Got his bus down there with everybody else, right next to Peyton Manning. So quick one on that. We've definitely had time to talk about it, but just want to shout him out again. And then the other one is kind of a sad one for the Mile High City. It is we're still figuring it out, but big shot Chauncey Billups. We got a memory from him of good times, but hopefully through what he's going through right now, hopefully he gets through it and comes out and is not too scathed, because I grew up with my first year playing football. I actually played with his brother Rodney with the Skyland Pirates, and so Chauncey was never out there playing. He was always in the gym shooting. But just remember watching him through high school and up at CU through the pros. So just a lot of good memories. But we hope that the good memories are going to outweigh what comes out of what the troubles he's going through right now.
Shoot, if I can comment on Chauncey,
Absolutely.
There, Joe. That was my favorite baller of all time. Growing up, my grandfather, in addition to being a Broncos season ticket holder, he was a CU men's basketball season ticket holder, and I was going to probably three games a week with my grandfather growing up. And I remember going, I'm I'm a few years younger than you guys, but I remember going to like the.
Oh, thanks, Johnny.
It's okay. I just wanted to remind you of that. But I remember going to like the the Buffalo Stampede kind of stuff, and there were pictures of me standing there next to Chauncey Billups, and him autographing posters. I had a Chauncey poster above my bed for, probably majority of my teen years. Loved him when he was with the Nuggets. Now I work with his cousin, and I'm with you. I'm really kind of hoping that he was just a patsy in this whole thing, and that maybe he was just somebody that he obviously was part of it, but didn't know he was part of it, kind of thing. Just was like he got. I'm kind of hoping he got tricked, just like just like some other people did in the whole scam. So hopefully, but I still. It kills me to see it, but I still got nothing but love for Chauncey Billups. So
absolutely. And anybody that wants to comment about Chauncey, the Mile High memory, feel free to put something in the comments. We'll read it out. Everyone looking at it, and on Johnny's take, I still got nothing but love for him. Everyone has stuff, whatever, and that is what it is. One of my favorite Mile High memories about it, which I didn't get to witness, but me and a good friend of mine, I think we were like 8th grade, maybe a 9th, maybe a freshman. We bust down to G-Dub, where he went to high school, and we tried to go watch him. And as a high school player, there was people out of the doors trying to peek in because that whole high school basketball court was filled. Mm-hmm. I don't know if either of you guys, I think Joe, you went to some games, right? Mm-hmm. But just to see him before he became before he was drafted, any of that stuff, he was doing it in high school. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had to move some of the games to Manual High School. They had just built the Thunderdome there.
That's
supposed
right.
to see more people, but I mean, if you weren't there early, and this is, you're either watching the JV or the girls game to get a spot, just to wait to watch the varsity boys when they came out. So yeah, it was definitely standing room only, and sometimes you couldn't even get in.
Yeah, I never got to see him in high school. I was a little younger when he was in high school, but I mean, so I didn't really start catching until he was at CU. But I got to. But I mean, I probably went to 100 of his games in college. So I had mad love for Chauncey.
Just what a great guy. I mean, like he was always willing to stop and sign an autograph for somebody that he was very humble. I will give him that. I know he's going through his trials and tribulations, but we will not hold that against you, Chauncey. I promise you that. You mean too much to the Mile High. And I think we can all concede with that, correct?
Yes, sir.
I agree with that. I mean, I'll say this: if it turns out that he is guilty, take your licks, dude. Take your licks. We all make mistakes.
For sure.
Absolutely. Okay, so now let's kind of touch back on the Cowboy game.
Let's Virgil's got a question. He wanted to ask Johnny. He said, "Do you use beard oil?"
Yes, I do. It's the end of the day. It's the end of the day, so it's kind of it's kind of worn off a little. But yeah, every morning, man, I take my shower. I use a special beard scrub, and then drip some oil in there. Take a boar hair brush and just work that all the way down into the bottom, man, and shape it. Yeah, I use beard oil.
Well, I think Johnny needs to give up that chain from the Giants game because you can't see it through his beard.
Not happening. No, not dude. There is not a snow cone's chance in hell I'm giving up that chain.
You're like, even if you can't see it, it's mine.
Exactly.
And we got your Uncle Todd in here again. He said Denver's a great sports town. We got 3 contenders in the Broncos, Nuggets, and Avalanche, and we love the CU Buffs too. For sure. I agree with that.
Even though they got smashed last week. We won't hold it against them, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna overlook that game.
Yeah.
Hey, before we keep rolling, do you mind if I get y'all's housekeeping out of the way?
Yeah, let's knock
Go
that
ahead,
out.
brother.
Got a lot of people watching right here at the beginning of the show, so we want to knock it out early, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I'm honored to be on your very first episode as a guest. I'm very excited. Tim Dog asked me if I would mind doing getting the housekeeping out of the way so that he can get a better idea of exactly how we do it here on Orange and Blue Network for this part. And I'm glad to do it. So if this is your first time or you have not done it before, make sure that you please like, subscribe, share, comment. Yeah. Find us on YouTube for sure. For sure, find us on YouTube, y'all. And make sure you subscribe because we are now under 40 subscribers away from giving away an authentic orange Bo Nix jersey to one subscriber. You want that to be you. I promise you. And it takes nothing to do. Click the subscribe button. Boom, you're entered into the contest. Make sure you share it to your friends so they can help us get there and help you have the chance to get your jersey. Make sure that you ding that little notification bell so you don't miss any of our other awesome shows that go live each and every day of the week. To include, of course, Orange and Blue Blitz on Mondays and Fridays in the morning. You got Broncos Bros on Monday evening. Myself and my cousin on Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue. We go live Tuesday evenings. You got the Doc and JT covering all Mile High sports on Wednesdays in the afternoon. Broncos Talk is live Wednesday evenings. Now, of course, now with this first episode, the Mile High Outkast is on Thursday evenings. If you speak Spanish and you want a Spanish podcast, Viva los Broncos is on Fridays in the evening. We also have a breaking news podcast. And on game days, we have a pregame show called the Get Bump Game Day Show. We are about to launch this weekend a play-by-play show called the Bucking Booth. And then we got the Buck Your Feelings post-game show as well. You don't want to miss any of that awesome stuff. Make sure you check us out on X and Facebook as well. And find the audio version of our podcast wherever you find your favorites. I'm going to close it out now with my little spiel here, gentlemen, with the sponsor of today's show, which is Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. You can find the link in the bio below, dubby.gg. Go ahead and give that a click. Head on over to Dubby and check out Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. Dubby comes in a multitude of delicious flavors. It's going to be your mouth's favorite energy drink. I promise you. It has enough caffeine to kick you in the butt and get you started and going through your day. Keep going through your day, but without the jitters or the crash at the end, because Dubby has no sugar in it. It also has no calories. It has no maltodextrin or fillers or artificial colors. It is nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and nootropics, which help keep you sharp throughout your day. And the caffeine that's in Dubby comes directly from the coffee fruit. So it's as natural as it can be, totally delicious, and really keeps you going, guys. So go on over there, get yourself a dub, all right? We're going to make that dub even sweeter because you're going to punch in code OBN10. That's OBN10 will get you 10% off your order at checkout. Guys, I'm telling you, go get love it. Oh, somebody's already clicking on the sounds. I love it. Guys, go get yourself the dub. I promise you, you'll thank us later.
All right.
Right on, Johnny. I appreciate you doing that. Appreciate it, getting the housework out of the way. Joe, go ahead. You were going to say something.
Yeah, let's jump in. Shy, let's throw Shy up here. He was talking about the Mile High memory. He said Chauncey Billups was his favorite basketball player. With you on that, Shy? Park Hill legend, MVP, NBA Finals MVP. So yes,
I hated it when he was in Boston, bro. It was killing me.
It wasn't right.
It didn't feel right?
And we got our boy Robert. He's in the house watching us tonight. He said, "What's up, fellas? Go Broncos!" As always, man, go Broncos. And then he said, he also said, we're almost there. And talking about the amount of subscriptions. We are very close. So, like you said, like, share, subscribe.
Hey,
guys.
I'm going to throw it out there. Guys. Once we do that giveaway, once we reach 539, which The reason we did 539 is it was Peyton Manning's all-time passing touchdown record. When we reach 539 and give away that jersey, we're just going to flip it right around and start another giveaway. So, like, keep it on going, man. Keep on sharing, because if you don't win this one, you can win the next one.
Like Robert's comment says, let's go, guys.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's put the comments down for a second. How about we get into some football talk? How about that, guys?
Let's do it.
So, the Dallas game. Me and my brother George were there. Leroy hosted the thing in person. I was there. I did not appreciate all the pregame talk about, the Dallas offense. I mean, like, our defense was like nothing. I kind of felt like shut out, like they didn't believe like the Broncos were going to go in. And we all kind of felt that way because the play calling hasn't been great, right? We haven't been throwing it over the middle. We haven't been throwing downfield that much. And when we do, Bo Nix has been overthrowing. But I'm going to start with you, Joe. Did you expect us to put points up like that against Dallas?
I mean, I knew we can put points up this whole season. Like, we put points up last year. I just, like we kept saying, the play calling and the people that they had, the players that we had in certain positions were just not right. We didn't have good flow. And so I knew one of these games that had to happen. Like, there was no way you can keep this offense down like how it has been. So I was waiting, and I didn't think we'd get 30, but I definitely thought we'd get into the 20s, high 20s. And the Dallas defense isn't that good, so it was definitely something we needed to do. But I mean, it's just something that we got to keep working on, because that offense is got some talent. They got a good amount of speed. You got some receivers out there, so it was putting it all together, and that was a game that we finally got it together.
Do you think that play calling had a lot more to do with it, like opening up the field for Bo Nix, or do you think Bo Nix was just raw and finding receivers?
A little bit of both. I think the play calling just wasn't, and everything, it just wasn't. It wasn't clicking for everybody out there, and getting Bo Nix in the with a little bit more movement. He was, because as you see the last couple of weeks before then, he was getting tip passes, knocked down at the line. So it definitely was something we had to do to get his confidence up. Was but I think it happened too in the first quarter with the Harvey getting that 40-yard run. Even after the first interception of the game, he shook that off and kept going, and we got some good passes to get him going, and he threw some dimes in there. He threw a dime to the rookie Bryant, for that touchdown. So I think Bo Nix finally got on, but I think the play calling also helped. So I think it was all together just a overall better game call, play calling and execution on the field.
I thought you said go, Bo, go.
Bo leave.
Johnny, what's your take? Do you think we were going to put points up like that?
I did actually. And I said it during the pregame show on Sunday morning.
I was tailgating.
I guess early Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I know you were watching. Priorities, man, priorities.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I said it on the pregame show when we did our segment. You want to bet, where we go over, we cover the money line and the over unders, and then we make our score predictions. I said I saw the Broncos winning this one like 31-17. I saw us breaking 30. Mostly because you guys will find, the longer you're on this network with me, I am the eternal optimist of this group. Like, even when things are at their worst, I'm the one who's sitting there going, "It'll get better. It'll get better. Just patience. That's me, man." And I knew what this offense was capable of. I knew that they had the talent, like Joe said. I knew that they that all it was going to take was it was just that one switch to flip for it to start truly turn on the Jets. And I believe, I know, we saw what Bo was capable of last season. And I had said, when asked for my key to the game, I had said, Sean Payton, let Bo off the leash a little. Let Bo be Bo. Let Bo cook. Stop Stop, pulling. I made the reference of the of like that dog leash with the button that you can extend. I was like, quit pushing that button and pulling him to heel on all of these reining in play calls. Let him get out there. Let him call some audibles. Let him use his instincts. Let him open up the field, and that's exactly what Sean did, and it worked. It worked in every sense. Bo is one hell of a field general. Let him do that, and you will see success. And so, yeah, I believe we can put up those points, especially against the Dallas defense.
Yeah! And I believe, I will say, the restriction on Bo, I've been saying it all year. George and Joe, and probably you too, Johnny, can contest this play calling. Let Bo be Bo, right? The difference was what I saw is this is something that drove George crazy all year. Why is he running out of the pocket when there's no pressure? Like off the bat, just thinking like there's a sack or something coming, and then throwing it off and not planting his foot. Like Joe brought up a couple weeks ago, he goes, if he planted that foot, he wouldn't have overthrew that pass. He would have been able to see the route better, blah, blah, blah. So what I think is that offensive line might have had a talk with Bo and be like, look, we got you. Step up in this pocket. Or the offensive coordinator or Sean, whoever it was, maybe it was just Bo just being more comfortable. Who knows how it exactly happened? But did you see how many throws that he threw and when he stepped up in the pocket this week compared to the previous weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was balanced too. Like I said, it was a balanced play calling. We had Dobbins 100-yard rushing. I can't remember how many Harvey had, but he had to be up there. At least over 50, with his.
He had something I think it was 62. I think it was 62 yards. Obviously that 40-yard run accounts for a lot of that, but yeah.
Yeah, and then you were spreading the ball around to different receivers. It wasn't just them at the line of scrimmage screens. And even when they did one, they did it in a better way where they had a little more people out there to block instead of just the receivers. So all around, like I said, they put it together this against Dallas, but I mean that's what we should have did against Dallas, so they don't have a good D. So we just said we had to do that, get it going, and I'm excited for the next couple of games because we got to keep it rolling, and hopefully this offense has got their mojo going now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can say, oh, they did this against Dallas. But you can also say, you predicted Dallas to score points, on the defense. It's a lose-lose, no matter what the Broncos do, win, how much they win by or come back or whatever.
That is exactly what I said on Nothing Rhymes on Tuesday. I said it's a double-edged sword, and we were damned if we do, and we are damned if we don't. If we go out there and score 44 points against the Dallas defense, all we're going to hear all week is, well, it's because you played the worst defense in the league. But if we hadn't breached 20, we scored 17, they'd have been like, what happened, Denver? It was the worst defense in the league. It doesn't matter what we do, but ultimately, it's like Joe said, we did what we were supposed to do, and I'd rather them go out there and do what they're supposed to do than come up short.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had at least seven plays of 20 yards or more, which I mean we haven't had in the first couple of in the first part of the season. So we kept being a deep threat. We kept throwing the ball deep. We didn't just dink and dunk it. So all around, like I said, it was good to see, and I just want to keep seeing it going.
And let's not slide on my dog, Ohio State, Dobbins, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people might not agree. I feel like he's already been taking more hits than necessary. And the reason I say this, and you guys can agree or disagree, believe me, everyone has their own voice. But the play calling those first 4 weeks, no gaps opening up, no nothing. He was getting the reason he has the rushing average he does is because Dobbins is that good. Can you imagine if you open up the sea, part the Red Sea for it? You can imagine what he'd do. So when I say he's taking a beating, it's nothing against he doesn't know how to run. What I'm saying when he says, because the play calling in the first few weeks, it was breakaway Dobbins doing what he had to do. It wasn't, I mean, I'm never going to knock Terrell Davis, but I mean, remember that offensive line? I mean, Terrell Davis was sick. You weren't going to tackle him anyways. But that line that Dobbins has isn't Super Bowl line from, 32, 33, whatever. And that's what I meant when I keep saying Dobbins took a beating, because how many plays did you say he just got stuffed because of a missed block? I think all his rushing yards are because of his talent, not because of the run scheme, because of the play calling. If you guys agree, Johnny, I'll let you go first.
Somewhat. I mean, I played running back. I played halfback. That was my position, and I was, I feel like at the beginning of the season there wasn't all the trust. There wasn't trust yet with Sean with everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, he knew what he had in Jaleel McLaughlin. He knew what he had in Tyler Bidet. He had them from last season. With RJ, we're still kind of figuring it out. He's still finding his niche, right? But with JK, Sean knew what he had because the guy, he's a vested veteran at this point, right? So like, I think he was in there. He was taking hits, but I mean that's what you'd expect from your number one back, especially when you're getting used to a new team, a new new scheme, yeah. So it's a new system. It's a new scheme for this team. I mean, the offensive line was still getting used to this outside zone thing. That's not something they've been doing. So, I mean, yeah, he was taking the hits, but that's what I would expect my number one back to be taking. While everybody finds their footing, and now that they have found their footing a lot more, we're starting to see exactly what we saw on Sunday. We're starting to see those holes open. We're starting to see Quinn Miners pancake 2 or 3 dudes in one play, so that he had to give him to give openings. And
Broncos
so
bros, that was my flowers on Broncos bros was Myers.
Oh yeah,
like how could you? Yeah.
So
Joe,
I don't know.
What do you think?
I could see that, but I don't think it was too much. I just think he was taking more than anybody else.
Yeah. And then like I said, with us throwing the ball down the field too, we got that pass interference on their rookie Clark. So against Mims, so you got to be able to throw the ball deep because you don't know what's going to happen down there. We got Riley Moss. You see, he's getting picked on, getting some bad pass interference calls. But that's what you have to do. You have to throw the ball down there and give and be a threat down there. You can see too, like I said, with the different formations and stuff we had, the last touchdown to Harvey when he was in the lined up in the backfield and slid through the line wide
like
open.
A Mims position last year.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like play calling like that, we weren't getting that in the first half of the season. So to see that and to see us getting more opportunities to score and get these guys that we have, with speed in the open field. So it's definitely it was definitely good to see. And like I said, I just want to keep seeing it going and keep building on that.
Joe, why don't you bring up some comments and then we'll bring them into the third segment.
You got it. So we got Robert again. He said new shows coming in hot. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate you.
We got Michael Yost. Michael Yost in the building. He said, "How's it going, boys?" It's going good.
That's the Bronco Grunt, one of our part-time hosts on the Orange and Blue Network.
Thank you.
Active duty soldier.
Thank you for coming in for us, showing love. Appreciate it.
Like you said, hit that share button, everybody. Again, with Michael Yost, he said we're going to see this weekend. It was a bad defense. If it was a bad defense or if our offense actually is starting to flow. I'm hoping it's a latter on that.
Can we stop it on that comment real quick? If we stop it on that one?
No.
He's not wrong, because is it a bad defense or are we going to start to flow? I feel we're flowing. I feel we're heading into the right direction and we're finding our groove as an offense. So to answer that comment, I believe we're going to come in, and I know Houston's tough, right? We all agree that defense, but I'm not saying we're going to go put up what we did against Dallas, but now Houston has to go back in their practice meetings and stuff like that and being like, oh man, these Broncos open up the field. Now what are we going to do? That defensive coordinator, the head, everyone over there right now, they're scared with the Broncos offense in my mind. will do or what they're capable of doing.
Sure.
Yo said,
Um,
like I said, he has faith
yeah.
in our offense.
I'm gonna make a point if it's okay. It's I don't want
Yeah. You're good.
Yo, look, you said it. You feel like the offense is starting to flow. I like to use the word gel. They're starting to gel. And where I'm at with it is, obviously I was pumped on post game show and everything on Sunday. I was losing my mind. I was so excited. Even on Tuesday, I was still very excited on my show. But at the same time, I've been digesting nothing but Broncos all week long, except for stopping to watch Nuggets games and design the shit for your show. But it's been all Broncos all week long, and I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, holy crap, you guys realize this, right? Everybody's wondering, was it a bad defense? Are they starting to mesh? Blah blah blah. Yo, the Broncos have put up 77 points in 5 quarters of football. All right, so think about the Giants game. All right, and I like you said it, Tim. I had the honor of being in the stands for that game. That was unbelievable. But that being said, watching the offense was struggling so much in those first 3 quarters. It was ugly. They were not gelling. They were not meshing. They did not have a flow. But when they found it, like I said it earlier, a switch flipped, right? That switch flipped and boom, 33 points in 1 quarter to come back and win the game. And then they carry that, regardless of what defense they're facing, they carry that over to 44 points in another game that nobody in the national media expected us to win, and nobody expected us to put up over 35 points. So I'm just saying, I feel like that right there, seeing where that switch flipped in the 4th quarter of the Giants game and seeing how we've been able to ride that momentum, that's the sign right there that this offense is beginning to find their groove.
For sure.
Definitely.
So we got Robert here. He said, orange glasses forever. As you see, we are all oranged out today, all 3 of us. So definitely.
Every day.
We got Lord Days. He says, 100%. You know it. We out here showing up for the first show.
Hold on. Real quick. Shout out to Days. That's the homie all day. He works with me. Man, he paints with me all day. Great guy. He
puts up with you all day?
Huh?
He puts up with you all day?
Yeah, he does. But we have a good
Shout
time.
out to you, Lord Days.
We have a good time because we pick on Todd, so it's great. Yeah. So
how much experience do you have, Tim, with body paint? Because I might come calling.
No, I'm good. But 1 second, real quick, Joe, can you bring that back? Joe, can you bring that comment back?
Yeah.
So LOR, Living Our Reality, that's the homie. He has his own clothing line, sick stuff, great stuff. Living Our Reality, Google him, Facebook him, Instagram him, whatever. Shout out because he has some of the sickest gear out there, and I just want to put that plug in.
And does he have? Does he carry banana hammocks? Because I need to restock.
No.
Well, this is the first time Tim's telling me about it. So.
Yeah. But much love, D, for coming through. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. We'll keep it going. We got Yost in the building. Let me find it. I just moved it.
Come on, get it together, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm learning on the fly. So we said
okay, we're good.
He said we put up 44 and kept at bay. Green Bay tied them because they couldn't stop Dak, and CD wasn't even in the game. That's for sure. We kept Dak locked up in the pocket. CD Lamb was under locks, even with Surtain getting hurt.
Let's just say this: who took over PS2? Who I've been hyping all year, and who went and killed it? And Riley Moss, right, for the defense. He went and covered, and he did what he had to do, and he's gonna have to do it again.
Don't forget the love. Don't forget to show some love to my boy Mizzou, Chris Abrams, Drain baby, KAD.
Yeah, and also, like I said, Riley Moss, he's getting a lot of flack from some people but the dude is a physical. He's a physical cornerback, and I like physical cornerbacks. You're gonna get called sometime, and sometimes you're gonna get bad calls, like the Giants game.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, the best coverage you could possibly have as a corner, and you get flagged for it in the end of the fourth quarter. Like, come on.
Yeah, so I'm good. I'm good with Riley, man. I like Akeem Talib said, he's a dog, So I'm with him. I'll take the penalty sometimes. Physical cornerbacks are what we need, because you throw them off their route, you get them off their rhythm, and you just make it a little harder for them to get to their positions.
Can I ask you guys a question in regards to Riley Moss?
Yeah.
Because I'm with you, Tim. I've always been a huge Riley Moss guy since the moment we drafted him, and I've always had the faith and always had the love for him. But let me ask. First of all, got to point out the dude has he's the most targeted cornerback in the NFL, and he's giving up less than and he's giving up less than 40% completion rate as the most targeted cornerback in the NFL. That's insane, first of all. But let me ask you this. There was Bomani Jones brought this up. Yeah, he was talking about it. He was saying he was bringing up the fact that a big part of why everybody's so hard on Riley Moss is because he's white. Like, absolutely. I mean, think about this. If it was anybody else, if it was another black cornerback in the NFL who was putting up the numbers that he is and getting targeted as often as he is, giving up a few here and there, people wouldn't even bat an eyelash. They'd just be like, oh, it's just another day in football. But the fact that he is like this, he's the first white starting cornerback in 25 years has, like, I don't know, it's like they just want to target him for it. Did you guys agree with that statement?
I remember.
I do. Go ahead, Tim. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. But what I will say is people don't realize that if PS2 wasn't there, he'd be a number one CB for how many teams out there? He would be a number one CB for how many teams out there?
At least half.
Absolutely. Yeah. At least.
And like the only other white cornerback I remember was Jason Sehorn.
Oh shit! Name drop, mic drop.
Yeah.
I mean, but and how long ago was that? Like I said, obviously now you have what's his name up in Philadelphia. What's his name?
Oh, I should have had the sound. I should have had the sound bar up, but that needed a.
But yeah, I know you're talking on Philly.
Right? It's not too late.
There you go.
But no, I mean, like, what's his name up in Philadelphia as well now? But Riley Moss was the first one. He started last season before Cooper DeJean. That's what I'm thinking of. Before Cooper DeJean was doing it, Riley was doing it, and he was the first white cornerback starter in 25 years. Like in this millennium. Like, I'm just saying, I think everybody's way too hard on him, and I'm so sick of getting on X and seeing people like Riley Moss's ass and stuff. I'm like, dude, learn your football, because obviously you don't know the game.
Joe, why don't you hit some comments, my bro?
Yeah, I got you. I'm ready. We got Robert in the building still. He said 40-yard run by Harvey to the house for the first. He said, can I just say it was awesome to have Bo give RJ Bryant the ball for his first TD, like Sutton did for him, which was really good.
Bro, how gracious, how the camaraderie there. That was great.
We got the Uncle Todd in the building still. He said, when we play the Chiefs, I think that we will. That will be our next real test on how good the Broncos are. I think the Chiefs will be a good one, but we can't overlook the Texans and the Raiders. The Texans and the Raiders are still going to be some tough games. The Raiders, maybe not as much, but they're still an NFL team, and they're still a division foe. So we'll see. But yeah, Kansas City's going to be a big one.
They're a division foe.
They're in the division.
Well, I mean,
but like that's their Super Bowl, though. You know what I mean? Let's beat the Broncos because we're not going to make the playoffs.
Yet. Yeah. Wait till we beat them. Then I'll start talking a little more trash about the Raiders. But
yeah,
that's fair. I'll talk trash all day on the Raiders. Doesn't matter.
We got Yost in the building. He said they had their top tier offensive weapons and got put in lockdown. As Shy
Absolutely.
Holmes says, that's Cell Block D.
Well, Cell Block D is an Orange and Blue Network original. That is a name that that Isaiah and I came up with.
Okay.
I even did a graphic for it.
Joe, can I get this one? This comment?
No. Absolutely not.
Jack says, like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
That's courtesy of George. He started that. Like, share, subscribe for anything that we talk about or like we don't agree about or random stuff. It's just like, share, subscribe, and it's like become a thing now. It's great. I mean, maybe you have to be there, but it's hilarious.
We got George. He said, never seen CD and Pickens so frustrated all game. And I wish we had Libre on because he was talking about that because he was sitting right behind the bench, and he said they were all frustrated. We got Jay Weaver in the house. He said KAD is going to be be highlighted next game, and we'll learn a lot about him in the next 3 games. He's going to step up with PS2 being out. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So you think Riley was targeted? Watch when KAD comes. They're going after him, you know.
He said what Dak said: like, share, subscribe, do it all, guys, do it all. We got Shy Vargas here. He said, I think the refs don't like
Riley.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He said, yeah, they definitely have been they've been targeting him. He's definitely been a little unfairly called. We got Robert here, Great White Hope. That's Riley.
There you go.
And then George was telling you who it was, Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
Same. We got Yost, same thing. Shy fixed his comment there. And then we got Robert. He said the only thing Cooper had over Moss is a pick 6 against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, Riley hasn't been to the Super Bowl just yet. We're getting there. We're working on it.
All right, Joe, can we turn the comments off for a little bit?
We got one more. Let's get one more. That'll be everything we got now. We got your boy George. He said before last season they swept us 3 years straight. So yeah, we had to show up for to beat Dallas for sure.
Before I think you might have been referencing the Raiders there, actually, but yeah.
Oh, the Raiders? Oh man.
Yeah, because they did. We didn't beat them for like 5 straight years, or maybe
3.
It was
3 years.
Was it 3? But yeah, absolutely. But before we get in the third segment, I want to touch down with you guys something off Broncos. Joe, I'm going to start with you. What do you think about this World Series, bro?
Man, it's been a heck of a World Series. I was not thinking Toronto was going to be this hot. Like, I knew they had players, but with the full money, as best money roster you could buy with the Dodgers, I just didn't think they would. I didn't think they would compete as much. But I mean, they came in and they've competed and made this very competitive. They're up 3-3 to. They only need one more game, so they're up 3-2. After the 18-inning game the other day, man, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I don't watch baseball a whole lot till it comes down to this part of the year. But man, I watched that whole 18 innings. So
yeah, man. When it came down to that 18-inning game, Johnny texted me about getting the podcast together. He goes, "I'm sorry it's so late," and I'm like, "I'm watching the World Series. What are you talking about?" Like, yeah. So that 18 innings game was crazy, and it could have went either way. It's not like they got beat down, smashed. They came back, won. I think it was 5-1 or so. Vladimir is finally showing back up. He's finally showing back up, right? I think he was going for that game-winning ball too much, and the home run, the yardage. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was the World Series pressure. I don't know, but he did not look like the Vlad that I know. Johnny, any takes?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I played baseball. I do love the sport, but I don't pay as much attention to baseball as I do other sports. During the summer, it's the only sport that's on. So I'm watching pretty much. I'm a Cardinals fan. I'm pretty much watching every Cardinals game I can. But once we get to this part of the year, man, like again, it's the playoffs, it's the series, whatever. Right now, it's football and basketball is back. I mean, and basketball is like the second in my heart. The Nuggets, all that, and then it's followed right up by hockey. And so, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I catch at this point of the year. I pretty much am catching what I'm catching in the series, on Sports Center. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I get that. And my routine is let's Broncos World Series, and let me follow back on the Nuggets. Even though I'm paying attention to the Nuggets, it's like the World Series. So I get what you're saying. That your certain sport that you like takes priority.
Yeah, once basketball's back, dude, like I'm not even thinking about baseball.
Well, let's get into the Nuggets real quick before our third segment. Real quick clip. Triple doubles for Jokic. Joe, how do you think the Nuggets look? How do you think Jokic looks?
I mean, we're cooking right now. Jokic is doing what Jokic does. He's a walking triple double. Like the dude just gets on the court with his vision, his basketball awareness. He just knows where to get the ball, where to be, how to score. And with Aaron Gordon on the other day, 9 for 3. Like I'm not expecting that at all the whole year. But
it's great to see off the bat.
Yeah, we can get consistency like that. And it seems like each game we got a player stepping up. We had Jamal Murray the other day, 43 points.
Last night.
Yeah.
Last night was Jamal. Yeah.
AG with the 360 alley-oop dunk, Like,
God, that was sexy.
Yeah.
Well, he was so open. He's like, I got to do something. What did he say? He goes, I got to be on ESPN's top 10 or whatever.
Yeah, they're like, what was going through your head? He's like, I want to make the top 10. On ESPN. And he even did the sound. He was like, I want to be on the ESPN top 10. No. Like,
yeah.
It was badass.
We had Peyton Watson last night. Peyton Watson got on. He had 2 blocks on the same play. He blocked a layup and then blocked a 3-pointer and got on a top 10. So, like I said, we got a good amount of squad, a good amount of guys in the squad that are here to play. We've got Bruce Brown back. I'm very excited about the season.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So my one, it's not like he had a breakout game yet, but the junior Joker Brown, right? He got the beard going now, right? Did you see that dunk last night? I mean, with authority, he came in and, dude, I mean, he's no slouch, man. I think he gets overlooked a little bit, not from Denver fans, but from the NBA fan perspective, the main media. I think Brown is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Look, dude. I'm with you absolutely. I have my Christian Brown jersey. I mean, I've got the only one of our starters right now that I don't have their jersey is Cam Johnson.
Damn it,
I don't have Cam Johnson's yet. I don't have Cam Johnson's yet, but I have all the others. And dude, I mean, I'm high on all of them. Like you said, Joe, Jokic. Jokic gonna Jokic. It's what he does. Yeah. He is the tide that raises all ships, and even when he's having a bad night, he's in double figures and getting a triple double, even on a bad night for him. And then, of course, you factor in AG and Jamal Murray and Christian Brown. All of those dudes, they've all been there with him on that championship run. Every one of them. Now you got Cam Johnson, and he's doing some great things. And I think as the season goes along, maybe 10 games in, we'll start to see that starting 5 really truly mesh up and gel. But then you already alluded to Bruce Brown. Our bench, dude, our freaking bench is strong as hell. Bruce Brown,
which we didn't have last
Hardaway
year.
Jr.
We didn't have a bench last year.
No, we did not. Hardaway Jr., Jonas Valanciunas. They're killing it, man. Yeah. This is the most, and this is not just me rocking my Nuggets goggles. This is the most dangerous, complete team in the NBA.
Yeah.
Well, you could make an argument for the 3 that it's going right now. Well, I mean 3. So the way the Broncos are playing, we're playoff bound for sure. Who knows where it can lead to? I think we are a Super Bowl contender. the Avs are fast and killing it. Oh my
Fire.
gosh! Did you see what the Devils game? Well, you know how many shots were off? You know what I mean? The post, like I think it was like 6 or 7, and then they still put up 8. Like, they're fast, they're going, and then the Nuggets with his new bench and Jokic is getting help now. Jokic doesn't need to do 30, 40 points a game. No, he's like, I'll take assists all day. I'll take assists. He's that kind of guy. I mean, we got 3 teams right now that you could potentially look. I'm not saying that any of them are going to go win it all, but we have potential to like be great in every different sport.
Little sports history. Little sports history for you. There's only been one city that had 3 champions simultaneously in history. One before this. It was Pittsburgh. Way back when they had the Super Bowl, they had the World Series champs, and they had the Pittsburgh Penguins at that time were the NHL champs. It's the only city in history that's had had 3 championships at the same time in the same city.
And I bet the Philly fans were still mad about something.
Oh, probably. Oh, yeah. And I bet they were. But I'm saying right now, like let's let Denver be the second city in history to pull it off. Let's do this.
Wow,
yeah, definitely.
Very nice.
Joe, hit a few comments, and then I'm gonna get us into the third.
No, I think we only got one comment.
Okay.
Oh no, we do. We got 2. We got Yos here. He said he's waiting on Huafunga to get a 30-yard pick 6. I'm waiting on that too. He's gonna be out there. He's gonna get it, whether it be on a tip or just interception himself. It's gonna happen.
It'll happen.
Because all our defensive backs, we got to get more. We need to get more takeaways on defense. Definitely. He said, "Where is
what?
Where's what? I don't remember what he was. I didn't see it.
Whatever it was, I did not accidentally leave it on your nightstand last night.
I just want to say this about the Nuggets. Well, since we're talking about the Nuggets, man, like if I ever had my dad on, I'd talk about it. We used to go to McNichols Arena way back when. And
old days.
Oh, we went down there with no tickets, and we would ask, "Hey, you got any extra tickets? You got any extra tickets?" Pretty much begged for tickets. 99% of the time, we got in with free tickets. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was. That's how bad they were back then. And Michael Adams,
my favorite,
all them. Yeah.
Oh, Michael Adams. My favorite Nuggets memory as a kid. My grandfather had gotten tickets from his company, and they were courtside seats. First and only time I've ever sat courtside, and I was like 6, maybe, and Grandpa took me, and as they came out the tunnel, I'm up on my feet on the seat, jumping up and down, screaming, "Dikembe! Dikembe!" Because Mutombo was running right past me. He stopped, turned, walked over to us, took off his hat, handed it to my grandfather, and then patted me on the shoulder, turned around and looked at me and went, and gave me the no.
Nice.
And I literally, even as a 6-year-old, as a 6-year-old, I knew how much the Dikembe no meant, and I was literally screaming, "I got Dikembe Mutombo!" I was on cloud nine.
Nobody comes in the house of Mutombo.
No, it was
all right. Let's get to the third segment.
It was so good.
Let's get to the third segment, which is I'm sorry, guys. This segment's called "Put Some Props on It." So basically, it's like flowers, like the Broncos bros do, but we're calling it "Put Some Props on It." So anybody, individual player that you thinks deserve it, Nuggets, Avs, Broncos, whatever you want to do. Joe, I'll let you go first. Who are you gonna put some props on it?
I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna do a Nugget. I'm gonna do Aaron Gordon for coming back off that injury and coming in hot this year. So I just want to keep seeing him keep getting better and better with this with the shooting. All around he's already a great player, but with his shooting ability this year, looking even better, man. I'm excited to see what's going to happen for him and the rest of the Nuggets. Broncos, I'm going to put my flowers for the rookie receiver Bryant, catching his first TD, and he also had another good catch too. So, you know,
How is it possible Joe stole both of mine? Literally, both.
You're fired. He goes, "You're fired."
Did we just become best friends?
Dude, yeah, we just became best friends, and you know what? No, you're not fired. I'm fired. Like, good Lord, I'm sitting here thinking like nobody's gonna think to do this. Oh, okay. Okay. Joe did it twice.
Good job, Joe.
I'm dead.
Johnny, you want me to take a second so you can recap?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, bro, because I had them both in my head, and now I've got to be like, well, now what?
Well, I'm gonna do an easy one.
Of course.
If you guys know me,
we all know you easy, Tim.
You guys probably know where I'm gonna go with this.
Probably.
I'm gonna put some props on it for Riley Moss for stepping up and accepting that challenge of a PS2 #1 role. Not that he's not been targeted, but he had to do the #1 duty. And man, that guy, I wasn't even blinking an eye. He got this. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but he did what he had to do, and I feel like he went out there as a respected. I don't really think. I think there was a lot of people worried when this happened. You know, when PS2 went down. I don't think Riley had a nervous bone in his body. He's like, I got this. I got this for this team. I got this for myself. I got this for PS2. I'm putting it down. And, you know, when Talib, what Joe said earlier, man, if you watch that interview, I mean, he put it down for Riley. And, you know, so I'm going to put some props on it for Riley Moss. Go ahead, Johnny.
I'm going to give 2 as well. I'm gonna, you know, Joe stole both of mine, so now I've got to, you know, I'm gonna give 2 to make it even. Although I'm gonna do a Bronco, but I'm gonna do an Avalanche player.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do an Avalanche player, and that, you know, new to the Avalanche, Marty Necas, man.
Oh man,
Marty freaking Necas. I mean, obviously we know we got Cale Makar, we got Nathan McKinnon, and they're so special. But Marty Necas comes in here. You know, he was doing great things with Carolina, and now he's with the Avs, and he's on a 1-year deal trying to get paid. Dude, he comes out and he's like, "Pay me, y'all." I mean, goal after goal after. I mean, throwing some heavy hits. I mean, dude is killing it as an Av, and I freaking love. I swear, if Joe Sakic and the Cronkies don't step up and pay Marty Necas, dude. You know, you're giving up a real good chance at another Stanley Cup. I'm just saying. So there's that. And then Broncos. I think I gotta be a little bit similar to yours there, Tim, with a little bit obvious, but Nick freaking Bonito, man. Nick Bonito, bro. He is a menace to society. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do. He didn't get any sacks in the Dallas game, not one, which kind of sucked because it broke his streak. But even though he didn't get one, he was harassing. Even when he's not sacking, he is harassing constantly. He is in the face of the quarterback, making the defense or the offensive line look like children. And it doesn't matter which quarterback he's facing, which offensive line is trying to stop him. He's in their face, absolutely harassing. And obviously when he gets home, he gets home. So, yeah, I'm going to put some props. I'll put some props on Nick Bonito.
For sure.
Put some props on it. Right, Joe?
Oh, yeah. We got Shai Vargas. He said he's going to give his 2. He got Jamal Murray and Bo Nix. Those are his 2 he's giving the flowers to. And, of course,
don't read
George in here.
No, don't read that one. Don't read that. Don't put that up on my screen.
Oh,
get out of here with that. Get out of here with that.
Go home, Boomer.
We got one more from your Uncle Todd, too. He said
I already handled that.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So, quick question before we get in our last segment. Quick question. how do you feel? I'm going to start with you, Johnny. How do you feel about having three teams active at one time? Avs, Nuggets, of course, Broncos, all looking like a great team, able to do it. We're not just talking bench. We're talking just like everything in general, play calling, whatever you want to talk about. But between all three, the vibe in Denver right now is so high.
Immaculate.
It's so high if you're a sports fan. So, Johnny, how do you feel about being a sports fan? Not in particular to any team, but all three of them right now doing what they're doing. And I know it's early about the Avs and the Nuggets, but go ahead, Johnny.
Dude, look, I have the unfortunate, I chose it, but I don't live in Denver. I live halfway across the country near Nashville, Tennessee. So I can't say that I'm always feeling, the vibes in the city or in the state, you know what I mean? Like around the fan base. But man, I'm going to tell you, I'm the kind of person, especially with what I go through. Like I suffer from severe PTSD from my time in the Army. And what has always been my outlet, my escape, what I use to keep, to wake up each day is sports. I've got my family, I've got my kids, and yes, I absolutely stay alive for them. But but my excitement, I derive way too much of my personal joy and my mood for the week from how my sports teams are performing. And right now, to have all three of them just absolutely killing it, dude, my vibes, my mood, my day-to-day feeling is up. It's immaculate. I'm so freaking happy right now. Like I'm just like, everybody's like, hey Johnny, how are you today? And I'm like, well, let's see, Broncos, Nuggets, Avalanche. How do you think I'm feeling? So
I like you.
That's it in a nutshell, man. Like I am flying high.
Joe?
Same thing, man. I mean, to have three teams that have a great chance on going far in the playoffs is definitely something that any sports fan, and especially a Colorado sports fan, is going to love. It's good for the city. It's good for the stadiums. It's just all around good for everything, for the restaurants, the bars, and we have been wanting to. We've had decent teams, but to have all three at one time is definitely something that's going to be good, and I look forward to watching how it plays out the rest of the year.
What about you, Tim?
Dude, I'm on cloud nine, bro. Like, I got to throw a fourth in there because I've been watching, like when it's Monday Night Football, I'm tuning in to Bronco Bros, and then on Tuesday I'm watching you and Jay. So it's like I got like four things going on. If there's an Avs game, and then like, okay, where do I stream this? And then okay, the Broncos just won on Sunday, and I'm trying to keep tabs on all of it. You know what I mean? And I'm finding a way to do it, even if I don't actually watch an Avs game or a Nuggets game in a particular night. Like I'm getting alerts and I'm doing this, and bro, like one person I will always say, well, there's actually two people, George, my brother, and my uncle Todd. That next morning call is always there. Did you see that game? Did you watch this game? And it's just like, dude, your whole day, like I'm getting my kids ready for school and I'm doing dadly duties before I go to work and this and that. And it's like, man, you're looking at these three teams and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is here. Because we went through how many years of a Broncos struggle that we all watched every second of every game. No matter if they were, my daughters would look at me and be like, Dad, why do you put yourself through that? And I'm like,
because that's my team.
That's my team. Yeah. So to have us all flying high right now just makes it puts a little more pep in my step.
Yeah. To your point, dude, to the last point you literally just made there, it's your team. Like, there is nothing that now don't get me wrong. What Joe said is absolutely true. It's fantastic. All of these guys, all of these teams winning and doing what they're doing absolutely is great for the city. But there is nothing that drives me more nuts than fair-weather fans. People who like, well, I stopped watching for 8 years while the Broncos suck, but now I'm back, baby. I'm like, no. If you couldn't suffer through with the team, don't you dare be claiming to be a true fan when they win. don't you dare. You know,
Absolutely.
like we all suffered. It sucked. We didn't enjoy any minute of it, but guess what? We, you know, just like you said, we, you know, the last 9 years, we watched every single game, every single second. I think I may have missed one, and it was because of a hospital thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, someone has to be
that's
dying.
a true fan. Like, if you can't stand with us when we're at our worst, don't you dare step up with us when we're at our best.
Absolutely. Great take.
Got another one from Robert here. He says, this is his flowers. He said, Bryant and Harvey, the day of the rookies. Just like your show the other day on Tuesday.
It was I was so pumped to see this rookie class just have their coming out party. It was unbelievable, man.
Joe, don't you bring up George? Oh, that's twice. That's twice. Oh,
Robert again. He said he's feeling 52.
Go ahead and bring it back up.
No, we're moving on. We're moving on. We'll move. Y'all slow.
George, no one likes you.
Some people like you, George.
Yes, some people like Brussels sprouts too. So
he said he's feeling 52.
Here's a guy. Here's a guy.
Feeling that mile high. No, I was just saying, Robert said he's feeling mile high. And like he said, the reason why we watch is we're committed.
And when they don't lose, when they lose, I almost get committed. Yeah.
Here's a guy. My brother George. Here's a guy. He knows what I'm talking about. All right,
Shut up, Boomer.
Joe, you want me to go in? You got anything left for the comments, or you want me to go into the fourth?
No, we're good. We can go.
All right. So our last segment for the night is called Fourth and Forecasts with the Outkast. So basically what this does is we're predicting what the Broncos are going to do, or a Nuggets game coming up, or whatever. Fourth and forecast. How are we going to do next week against the Texans, or whatever? Talk about whatever you want, as whatever. Doesn't matter. Fourth and forecast. You guys want me to jump it off, or does somebody want to go first?
You can go first.
Johnny?
No, you go, bro.
Okay.
You go.
All right. So my first fourth and forecast ever debut show is going to be Broncos Houston. What I'm thinking that's going to happen is that Houston's going to play conservative on defense, because they're not going to know what we're going to run after what we just did to Dallas. So they're going to be like, okay, let's get a test for it. So I'm thinking our first half, we're putting up 17 points. 17 points in the first half, because they're not going to know what we're going to run. They might get an idea of it in the second half, because now they're playing, right? I'm going to say that defense is going to be off balance just because of the high that we're running off of Dallas. Even though Dallas didn't have a great defense, we're showing them something. And now they're like 2 weeks ago, if they talked about the Broncos, it's a different day now. They're in meetings. This is what you got to watch. I believe, and I'm going to say this, and George is going to love this. George is going to love this. I believe we're going to get Ingram finally involved. I believe we're going to use Harvey to the advantage of his potential. I think Dobbins is going to open up the game, and I'm not signing off on a certain score, but what I will say about the fourth and forecast is that Broncos are coming away with this win, and we're going to go in very, very aggressive in that first half, and Houston's not going to know what to do.
You want me to go
next?
I got you. So same thing. I think the Broncos are going to go into Houston, and we have to come out, like you said, we have to come out aggressive, and the defense is going to be there. As long as we keep C.J. Stroud, from getting out of the pocket and scrambling and getting some yards. The defensive backs are going to step up, and we're going to keep the pressure on them with Benito, Cooper, and our front four. And like I said, I think we're going to come out of there. I'm looking at like 28 to let's say 28-17. That's what I'm thinking. And then tomorrow for the Nuggets to play the Portland Trailblazers, so we won't have the Billup brothers in town together because Rodney coaching for is an assistant coach for the Nuggets. So, but I'm sure they'll still be all together. So we're definitely gonna we should handle Portland tomorrow too. Give them a really good spanking and keep the Nuggets rolling as well.
And to the comment section, anybody that has a fourth and forecast, please put it out there. We'll read it. But go ahead, Johnny.
Joe did it again. Here I was ready to talk the kickoff to the NBA Cup for the Nuggets tomorrow, and that's actually where I really want to go with it. Is the NBA Cup ultimately is I'm only going to talk the first two games of the NBA Cup. First one being the Blazers tomorrow, like you said, Joe. Right now we're sitting at a 61% chance of winning that game. I mean, let's be honest. Portland has been dangerous over the last few years at times, but with this whole Chauncey thing right now, dude, like that place is in just a mess right now. Things just aren't what they need to be for them. So I think we definitely win our first round of the NBA Cup. A few games later, we take on Golden State again for our second NBA Cup game. And while Golden State managed to get it done in the season opener against us, thanks in no small part to some just in the 11th hour 3-point shooting by Steph Curry to win it, to beat us in overtime. I think that this time that we meet, the Nuggets get it done. I think that at that point, our offense and our defense on the Nuggets will have meshed a lot better, and you'll start shutting down some things that Golden State's good at least for enough to get the win. So I see the Nuggets taking it far in the my forecast. I see the Nuggets taking it far in the NBA Cup. Not that the NBA Cup truly matters. It really doesn't. But at the end of the day, it is fun to get another piece of hardware to put in the trophy case. And so, yeah, I predict the Nuggets. I'm not going to go in for now and predict that the Nuggets get the cup by the end. But I will predict that they take it far in the tournament.
Good one. Good take. Good take. I can agree with that.
For sure.
Joe, you got anything for us? Comment
Man,
or anything?
I just kind of have the Thursday night game on, and I'm so glad that we are not in the same position that the Miami Dolphins fans are. There was four.
Yeah, I've got it up here too.
Yeah, the 4 Dolphins fans with the bags over their head. Oh man, dude, I'm so glad we aren't in that situation anymore, and we actually have, like we said, we got good teams all around. So, man, that's tough. And I don't kind of off subject, but I don't think their coach McDaniels is gonna last through the year.
Oh no. He's week to week right now, bro. Like,
yeah. He's
what's funny?
He's on a hotter seat.
He was hyped up. A lot of teams wanted to sign him when he became the head coach. So I mean,
I think he just lost the team.
What's that?
Yeah, I think he just lost the team. I don't think the team is responding to his stuff anymore. His first year, yes, but I don't think they're responding to him no more. I just think he's just like I said, week to week, and we'll be gone very soon.
Yeah.
Now I'll say this: he's got a brilliant coordinator mind.
Yeah,
and so we all know, and we can all very, very well acknowledge. I mean, VJ.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are meant to be coordinators; others are meant to be head coaches.
Fangio, McDaniels.
And so McDaniels, he's not out of the league. He's he'll get picked up somewhere, just for a head coaching position.
Yeah, but he keeps getting chances as a head coach, which makes zero sense to me. I mean, here's another one. I mean, you can go Joseph, right? I mean, great defensive coordinator, but he's
I do also though think that there's a chance because there have been coaches in the past. And right off the top of my head, I don't have any names strictly coming to mind, but like guys that had a chance at head coaching in one place. Well, Andy Reid's a good one, actually. Andy Reid's a good one. Strong. He was when he was the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Things kind of fell apart for him up there. Went back to coordinating for a while, and then ended up in Kansas City. And look at him now. There have been coaches in the past that had their chance at head coach, failed it miserably, stepped away, did some other stuff for a while, and later on, when they some years have gone by, some more experience, they've come back as a head coach, and holy cow, they can actually coach now. I'm not saying that'll happen, but
Bill
it does
Belichick.
happen.
Bill Belichick's a great example of that. Coached in Cleveland, couldn't do nothing there.
Yeah,
got with the Patriots, and plus he had a Tom Brady, but
no, you can't say that. Hold on. You can't say that about Bill Belichick because he was turning things around before they got shipped off to Baltimore. He was doing great things in Cleveland before they just picked up and left overnight and took off to Baltimore. So I will say that, like, Belichick, dude, like, I'm not saying it wasn't hard for him, but you can't tell me another Browns coach that turned anything around the way Belichick did when he was over there, because it still hasn't happened. You get shipped off to Baltimore, and then you got Super Bowl winners, and then you bring the Browns back, and it's the same Browns. It's crazy. I'm not a huge Belichick. I'm not a huge Belichick fan, but I'll give credit where credit's due. He did a great job coaching in Cleveland.
Well, you're also not a 22-year-old, blonde college student, so.
Well, thank you for noticing.
That's right. I took a shot at his little girlfriend. But no, I'm not necessarily saying that everyone it works for. I think Vance Joseph was not ready. And don't get me wrong when I say this. I do not want Vance Joseph to go anywhere. I don't want to lose him as our defensive coordinator. However,
that's where he belongs.
I do believe that after leaving, after failing miserably as the head coach of the Broncos, going to Arizona and being there for a while, coming back here now, he's matured a lot in terms, old guys can mature too, and I think honestly that if he does get us another head coaching gig, that he'll be successful this time, this go.
Joe, if there's any comments to read that you want to read before I close this out, let's do that now.
Just your boy. The only one we didn't put up was your boy George.
Well, here's a guy.
Oh,
So I'm gonna take us to the end here, fellas. I do want to give a shout out to the whole Orange and Blue network. Johnny, week 1, came to me and was like, "How about a podcast?" And I attribute that to my brother George. Broncos Bros, they were on. They let me be a guest. Johnny saw something there, and I wasn't ready week 1. I hit him up a couple of weeks later. I was like, "Hey, I got Mile High Medlock over here. I got Mile High Medlock here, and that's my boy, and he knows his stuff." And then him and Johnny got to know each other. I want to give a shout out to you, Joe, because you are, bro, one of my best friends. But in my life, bro, we go way back. For you to just say yes off the bat, I want to do the show with you. How we named it, we came together. How Johnny put the work in to get it here. To the Broncos Bros, to Jack and George, both of them. Libre as a tailgater, Jay coming in, getting to meet him. Which Jay is very, very knowledgeable. I enjoy watching you, even though you have to work with Johnny. Here's a guy. You know what I mean? So I want to give all you guys mad love. And if you guys want to say goodbye to the podcast, please feel free.
I want to say the same thing. I appreciate you even think about me being on the show with you. Appreciate George. Watching their show has been good too, and then getting to getting to know Johnny and everybody else. I haven't met everybody in person, but that will happen sometime. But I definitely have enjoyed watching your guys' shows. All you guys are very knowledgeable about the Broncos and sports all around. So, like I said, it's definitely been a pleasure getting to know everybody in the network, watching you guys, and just look forward to more and more and collaboration with you guys, and let's keep this Orange and Blue network going.
Hell yeah!
Take us out, Johnny. Take us out, Johnny.
Hey, and
you'll really let me?
Real quick. I just want to tell everybody that's watching out there, thank you for watching. First episode, keep coming in.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yep, and tune in. We're gonna be bringing some heat. At least I will. I don't know about Tim.
All right. Here's my final thoughts. Get ready, because this is gonna burn. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. It's not gonna burn. It's awesome. All right. I want to point out a couple things real quick. Right now, an hour and a half in, with you still have 30 live viewers right now on your first episode. That is awesome. You guys are gonna kill it. I am so excited. I am exhausted. I have put in so many long nights the last week getting everything ready for this show. And that's why when you offered me the chance to be on here with you guys tonight, I was so pumped, because usually I put in all this work, get it all ready, and then I just sit back and watch. To be able to participate in the first episode, and I'm not Mile High Outkast. This is not. I'm not going to be a regular on this show. I'll come on whenever the good boys ask me. But this is, next week you don't expect to see this beautiful, bearded face. But that being said, yeah, poor Joe in his little soft, supple skin on his face there. But
where are you going with this, Johnny? Where are you going?
I'm going everywhere with this. I will go wherever I damn well please. No, I feel very honored to have been able to participate in the first episode with you guys, sit here with you, talk with you, and see what this is going to become. I cannot wait. This is nowhere near what it's going to be. This show is going to evolve. It's going to become something awesome, and I cannot wait to see what it is going to become. I am so excited about it. I'm so excited to get to work with you guys, and I want to say to everyone watching, stick with the Orange and Blue Network, because we will be here forever, and we will never stop. I will die in front of on my podcast as an old man. I will fall over dead doing a podcast. So stick with all that. We're here for the long.
With all that wrapped up, I got love for both you guys. I got love for the whole network. I got nothing but love for the Mile High City, family, friends, podcasters, all of that. Everyone that came in and supported this show, I felt like we had a great show. And I'm going to take this out, and you guys have a good night, and I'm going to do a Mile High salute.
Turn it up, let the city feel the bass. Every word's a touchdown, every beat's a chase. With a Mile High Outkast, Broncos we broadcast, climbing, never falling fast.